We're here post-game with CMS head coach Bill Alkenbach, pitcher Jacob Young, and Bryce Didrikson. Coach, your initial thoughts on a very entertaining 8-6 win over Kane?
I wasn't that entertained. Yeah, it was sloppy. It wasn't particularly well played on our side, but we had people step up in big situations and sort of smooth things over for us, particularly the man to my left. The inning and 2/3, I think it was, that he gave to us was probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, pitching outing that we've had all season. Jacob has been a tremendous grounding force for our pitching staff and our bullpen, helping us navigate some catastrophic pitching injuries, especially in our starting group that we've had throughout the year, and really keep the guys focused and pointed in the right direction. Bryce Didrikson, home runs can make a lot of things sort of go away, like poor at-bats with runners in scoring position like we had earlier in the game. Obviously, all the defensive miscues that we had, and when you can get a couple of long balls by this guy, it really puts a charge into the dugout, and it gives us a nice wind at our back to move on to the next inning. And we needed every single run that he provided for us today to hold on to that victory.
Jacob, I'll go to you. In that ninth inning, save situation, after a game that had already seen such chaos, what was going through your mind as you faced off with those Kane batters? Ended up recording 3 strikeouts in an inning and 2/3.
It was just to attack the zone. I want to compete with my best stuff and make them hit it and challenge them. So that's kind of just my mentality when I go out there.
Bryce, a huge home run for you. Obviously, this is a team that leads the nation in home runs. How pivotal has that been, and how necessary did it feel for you guys to get back to doing what you do best to win that game?
Oh man, that's what I love about this team is those home runs. They're so fun, and obviously home runs come and go, and there are times where we'll win without home runs, and there are times where we will hit home runs and still not win. But hitting home runs in big situations has just been so fun. Obviously, can't do it every time, but got a couple today, and it felt really good.
Coach, middle of the 5th inning, you guys are trailing 4-2. You spark a rally. How much does that say about your team and their resolve to come back? They had to come back from an original 1-0 deficit and then come back again in the 5th and eventually put the game away in the 8th inning.
Yeah, the lineup just puts a lot of pressure on opposing pitchers, and it has all year. And when you have the ability to put pressure on opposing pitchers, it sort of buoys the confidence of hitters as they come up one after another. We talk a lot about trust in our lineup, trust in the guy behind you. If you don't trust the guy behind you to do his job, then you can start chasing pitches and trying to do too much. Just trying to maintain that trust up and down the lineup, knowing that there's a really talented hitter right behind you who can do the job as well, so you don't have to be the hero every time.
Top 6 in your lineup, each one of them had a hit today. How important is that to your ability to succeed as a team going forward?
Yeah, our top 6, they've put up some pretty impressive numbers this year, and they've sort of been the engine that has made the offense go. So this is really no different than a lot of games this season. They, Bryce has been unbelievable as a leadoff guy, whether it's hitting home runs or getting base hits or drawing walks. Alex Henderson, I think could be one of the best. Could be the best player in the country, the best hitter in the country. Ryder Gordon, if his batting average on balls in play is, he's the toughest luck hitter I think I've ever seen. He's lined out I don't know how many times this year. Dylan Martin has been hot the whole season, and he's super clutch with 2 outs and runners in scoring position and driving people in. Carter Bennett is not afraid to drive in runs. He is. We tried him out at the leadoff spot earlier in the year, and then he moved into the 5-hole, and he immediately started driving people in, and we found a home for him. And Max Pemberton, we didn't see this coming really this season, where if you look at his stats from 2025, he was playing a third of the games and decided he was just going to show up and hit 11 home runs this year and bat over 400 for most of the season. So those 6 guys have just been fantastic, and they really, really are the wind behind our backs.
Jacob, Bryce, one last question for you two. With the win, you guys move on to Game 4. You'll be playing against Tufts. How important is it to you guys coming from the West Coast to not have to get up for that 11 a.m. game tomorrow?
I mean, it's pretty important. Luckily, we got here a day early, got some practice in yesterday. We are ready to go. Doesn't really matter who our opponent is. I think we're ready. We can beat anybody, and as long as we, stick to our approach, play our own game, it should be a fun one tomorrow.
Bill, Jacob, Bryce, thank you so much for your time. CMS will return tomorrow afternoon at 1:30 when they face off against Tufts for a spot in the regional final.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.